He made it to the Australian Open final, found the love of his life, and was getting back to the best version of himself until he started to experience bad form, a string of memorable losses, and coaching issues. Welcome to Game Set Matched. Subscribe and let's dive in. Stefanos Tsitsipas, a Greek tennis player, began the year with a strong performance at the Australian Open final, but struggled to control rallies and fourth. He lost to several players, including Novak Djokovic, Sinner, Khachanov, and Taylor Fritz in the Monte Carlo quarterfinals. He made it to the Barcelona final in April, but lost to Alvarez. Lost in the Madrid quarterfinal against Jan Lennard, and lost in the Rome semi-final against eventual winner Daniil Medvedev. Tsitsipas was in good form heading into Roland Garros, but faced Alcaraz in the first two sets. He managed to fight in the third set, but was defeated by Christopher Eubanks. He won the 250 and Los Cabos titles, but his career was halted when Mark Philippoussis replaced him. Tsitsipas had not won successive matches since the recent Vienna tournament, and Philippoussis had left his coaching team with Apostolos. At the Rolex Paris Masters, Tsitsipas showed signs of improvement, making it to the semi-finals and qualifying for the ATP Finals in Turin. His loss came from Grigor Dimitrov, one of the few active players who beat all of the big three. His ATP Finals appearance was a highlight of his career. His one-handed backhand is not as consistent as a two-handed one, making it easy to exploit for serving and charging the net. In 2023, his return win percentage is only 20%, placing him outside the top 30. Despite being the best server on tour in 2023 with the highest percentage of games won on serve at 88.56%, Tsitsipas's win rate is very poor, ranking 61st in tiebreak win rate. Tsitsipas can trouble even the world's best on his day, but his weakness allows other players to put him on the back foot without playing incredible tennis themselves. To overcome this problem, Tsitsipas should improve his backhand slice defensively and cut down on unforced errors. The longer the point goes on, the more likely the Greek is to play on his forehand.
It was possible, but this volley.
In Paris, Tsitsipas' back was not the best, and it had been for a long time, but it was consistent. He showed signs of improvement at the Rolex Paris Masters, making it to the semi-finals and qualifying for the ATP Finals in Turin. His loss came from an inspired and informed Grigor Dimitrov, one of the few active players who beat all of the big three. In conclusion, Tsitsipas' backhand struggles have led to his decline from 3rd to 6th place in 2023. To overcome this issue, Tsitsipas should focus on improving his backhand slice defensively and cutting down on unforced errors. Steph needs to exclude his parents from his coaching team for improvement. His parents, Julia and Apostolos, are overbearing, leading to incidents on the tennis court. Steph has asked them to leave, hit balls, and almost attacked his dad, which his mother subsequently disciplined. Tsitsipas has racked up multiple code violations throughout his career for receiving unsolicited coaching advice from his father, including one infamous moment that saw a Greek-speaking umpire.
It was fine. It happened accidentally. I didn't mean to do it, and.
Ava Azdaraki Moore specifically assigned to monitor Tsitsipas' player box to catch Apostolos in the act. In one ATP match in 2020, Tsitsipas accidentally struck his father while smashing his racket in frustration, earning a mid-match scolding from his mother. Tsitsipas values family and values winning ANTP and doubles with his brother over other tennis moments. He respects his parents even when it's too much. Critics argue that excluding parents from his coaching team is delusional and that the family needs therapy, as Jim Corey believes. Tsitsipas's mentality is a topic of debate, with some arguing for a winner's mentality and others describing him as a spoiled brat. His past struggles, such as the Coric loss in the 2020 US Open, have led to criticism. However, his mentality is improving as he matures, and his post-loss performance against Stricker Tsitsipas did not deflect blame. He also gave a very interesting interview to a Greek outlet where he spoke about his addiction, a winning, and the pressure of being the next gen.
I truly agree with you.
He seems to be coming to a place where he understands the difficulties of being a tennis player a lot better and becoming more self-aware. It's important to remember Tsitsipas's life until now. Since age 9, he spent pretty much every day of his life with his dad on the tennis court with no social life. Of course, he's out of touch with normal people, making silly videos on how to manage your finances and whatnot. But with his childhood, does that come as a surprise? How would you have been if you had grown up the way that Stefanos did? What we have seen this year has been very encouraging to me. He is massively maturing, as you can tell from his press conferences, and I think he's also freeing himself from the pressure of being the next gen. And I think it will also improve his relationship with his parents. I feel certain that Tsitsipas does have the mentality of a champion, even if his game isn't matching at the moment. I think he's in the process of overcoming his mentality challenges, and he'll get stronger every year. Tsitsipas is playing badly because he's focusing too much on Badosa. I don't think this is a very good argument. So many tennis players have had wives and relationships while on tour, even with other tennis players. If anything, having Badosa there will be much better for him. Having someone who can understand what it's like being in his shoes. People will try and create drama out of nothing and say stuff like that Badosa's parents and Tsitsipas's parents hate each other and that Badosa isn't good for him. Credit won't be given to Badosa if Tsitsipas starts playing better, so why should there be blame when he doesn't? Also, Badosa is a lovely person and she's pretty cute too. Maybe I'm wrong though. Do you think Badosa has hurt Tsitsipas? Stefanos Tsitsipas is experiencing a weak backhand and return turning, causing him trouble on the court. However, his strengths are strong and he can beat the best players. Doubting him is forgetting his success in a Grand Slam final this year. Tsitsipas is likely to win multiple Grand Slams in his career, and when he regains confidence, especially in his backhand, he will be a force to be reckoned with. On top of that, I could be completely wrong with this, but I think Tsitsipas is learning how to enjoy life more. He's gradually lifting the stress of being the Big Three's successor, and if he starts enjoying his tennis a lot, the sky is the limit. If you found this conversation insightful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.